Welcome back. This is the intro video for a new series we're going to try to do here, which is going to be the quest for a mile. What that means is just a quest for a mile-long shot. It's been something I've wanted to do for a really long time. Grew up shooting bench rest, mostly 100 yards and out to 300 yards or so, and always kind of had that inclination, like want to push it further and further. So in this series, we're going to take a look at the gear. So that's what we're going to do today. Then we're going to take a look at reloading some bullets for this guy right here. After that, we'll move on to probably a 300-yard sight-in shoot because the scope is new, and then move on to maybe 1,000 yards first, and then work our way out to a mile. It'll take a little while to get there, getting used to the reticle in this scope, acquiring a little bit more gear that I don't have quite yet, and then also just getting used to shooting at distances greater than the 300 yards I'm used to. So the gear that we do have so far is going to be this Vortex Razor HD. It is a 20 to 60 power spotting scope. So we're going to be trying to use that one. It is an angled scope because I was using it in prone position for solo shooting. We're probably still going to use it, not going to buy a straight or a non-angled spotting scope for now. So we're going to stick with that one. We're also going to pick up a a Vortex 4000, so the handheld rangefinder. I had a Leupold, but it got stolen, so working with the Vortex now. So the rifle we're going to be working with today is one I had built. I picked all the components for this guy probably back in 2016, 2017. Haven't had a lot of time to shoot it. Did do a break-in box of about 20 rounds back when it was first built. Probably needs another 20 or so, maybe 40 through it for break-in. And maybe we'll film some of that too, but this is going to be the guy we're going to be attempting it with. The full build here, I guess we'll start from the back. It's a Magpul PRS stock, pretty common. The chassis is a Rainier Arms. They don't make them anymore. I believe they're actually made by Mega, and under their brand, they're called the Mega Orias. But I got it at Rainier Arms, and it's branded with their branding. Have the big Palm Swell Ergo grip. I'm not sure if I like it or not yet, but it's going to do the job. ACIS mags. The action is a Defiance Deviant Tactical long action. So integral rail, bottom fed magazine. Not much else to say about the action. They're built out of Montana. Ordered that back in that 2015, 2016 timeframe. The barrel is a Krieger M24 profile, 26 inches. Bought it as a barrel blank, had it chambered at a Smith here, and then fitted to this action. And then just a standard Harris bipod. And right now we have the Surefire brake on the end of it. Doesn't really need a brake. This gun is extremely heavy. I'd have to weigh it, but I think it's in the 16, 17 pound range with that barrel. So it probably doesn't need a brake, but it is the Surefire QD mount as well. And if I haven't mentioned it yet, this gun is chambered in 300 Winchester Magnum. So that should get the job done. We should be able to get out to a mile with this thing. Optics wise, it has a Nightforce NXS 8-32 by 56. Just picked this up. I've had Nightforces before, mostly in LVPO format. So this is going to be the first time trying it on a full-size rifle, and 32 power. Again, that should get us out there. Rings are Vortex Precision rings, and then also have a Vortex level on it as well. Oh, trigger, haven't mentioned the trigger yet. Trigger is the Timony curve shoe. I'm having a little bit of an over travel issue right now with it, so bought some snap caps to work that out, so I got to do some adjustment on this trigger. But right now the pull's set at roughly 14 ounces, so it's just under a pound, so nice and light. Does have the night vision rail on it for if you have those sort of scope mounted options, but I don't have those. I would like to have them, but don't really do any shooting at night, so at the moment we don't got it. Anything else to mention about this thing? Not really. Like I said, it's got 20 rounds to it so far. We'll probably run some more break-in. So break-in for this barrel, at least the recommendation was 1 round, patch the gun, 1 round, patch the gun, 1 round, patch the gun. So you can imagine how long that takes, and especially at the cost of 300 mag ammo. So that's why we're going to do a reloading part, or a reloading video as part of this series, to try and address shooting a little bit cheaper and also building some of your own bullets to shoot out to greater distances. Something that's going to be required for this challenge, and something that is just a good hobby in general to get into reloading. So we'll take a look at that next.